I think it's safe to say that everyone hates mosquitoes. That annoying noise that they make when they fly by your head. If you manage to kill them, you get blood and bug guts all over your hand. And after they bite you, it's really hard to resist itching. It's easy to understand why most people would hate mosquitoes. But have you ever wondered what it would like to be one? If you have, the PS2 game Mister Mosquito is your answer. Released back in 2002, the game is about a mosquito pestering a family getting as much blood as possible. It's a very interesting and original idea. And you have to give credit to the developers, Zoom Incorporated, a small company in Japan, for coming up with something so different. Without a doubt, Mister Mosquito is unlike anything I've ever played before. But is it fun to play? With a third-person view, you are given freedom to fly around the room with very little restrictions. In the room, or stage, is your target, a member of the Yamada family. Your job is to study what they're doing and find when the right time is to strike. There are specific points on their bodies where you can suck their blood. You can't go to any part of their body. These spots are usually close to your victim's eyes, and you run the risk of being spotted, adding some strategy and slight stealth elements to the game. After you've been spotted, the human stress meter will go red, seen at the bottom left of your screen. This will usually result in a battle.
Get lost!
Once in a battle, the humans will chase after you and try to kill you. You defeat them by hitting certain points on their body that are called relax points. After you hit all the points, your target will calm down and go back to what they were doing, and you can go back to sucking their blood. To suck blood, you use the right analog stick to pierce the skin and then rotate it to start sucking. Depending on how fast you rotate the analog stick, it will affect how much attention you attract. But it also affects how fast you obtain blood, so you have to balance it out. Each stage has a required amount of blood you need to collect before you can advance. You can see how many tanks of blood you need to fill at the bottom left of your screen, above the stress meter. When obtaining blood, it's really easy to get greedy and try to fill some extra tanks. However, this is also when you're most vulnerable, because when your target hits you, it's instant death. Along with blood sucking, there are collectibles and a few mini challenges in the game. Unfortunately, however, these highlight the game's flaws. Your mosquito picks up speed really fast, and it's hard to precisely control, making it real easy to fly past something you meant to pick up. Another complaint I have is the camera. Sometimes it will move in a really bad spot, making it difficult to see, allowing a cheap hit you could have avoided. Gameplay wise, these are the only things that bother me, and they're nothing game breaking, just minor annoyances. The game's overall graphics, however, are nothing to write home about. The textures are nothing special. There are a handful of stages, and even though they're all different, they all seem bland, empty, and boring. But the game has a smooth frame rate, and with no slowdown. What I love about the game's presentation is its use of scale. Each member of the Yamada family seems larger than life, making you feel like an actual small mosquito when you fly close to them. Sound-wise, the game has ambient lobby-sounding music throughout the levels, with battle music kicking in when you get into a fight. There are also cutscenes where the Yamada family talks about their bites between each stage, with the English voices being hilariously bad. One of my favorite lines being shower attack.
Shower attack!
It's great stuff. Story-wise, there isn't one. These cutscenes only show the family members getting annoyed that there's a mosquito in their house. But when you're playing a game when you're a mosquito, story isn't required.
Really?
Overall, Mister Mosquito is one of the strangest games I have ever played, and I love it. But it definitely isn't for everyone. The game is pretty short, lasting only 3 to 5 hours. And only with unlocking mosquito colors and beating best battle times, there's little to come back to. However, with the low price you can find this game for, it is totally worth it for the experience. If I was to rate Mister Mosquito, I would give it a 7 out of 10. Yes, there are better games out there, but like I said, this game is one of a kind. If you like weird, funny, and quirky games, or you're looking for something completely different, definitely look into trying Mister Mosquito.